Oh, not good. Okay, I thought I'd do a bit of vlogging because we're gonna be deep cleaning the house a bit. It looks like we're gonna have a new dog soon. Before he comes, we want to get the house very clean before he comes in and he sheds everywhere. Yeah, so we're just heading to Morrison's to buy to rent a carpet cleaner. Gonna hoover up, we're gonna clean the carpets. I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff into the garage because it sits there in piles waiting for me to sort out. I never sort it out, so until I can get to sorting my stuff out, I'm gonna move it out of the room so that I can move. Yeah, I'm about to get shouted at. I can hear my dad approaching because I'm taking too long. He just has to wait because, things take as long as they take. Now, this otherwise, from my dad, loads of lights. She gets upset. Okay. So I have a question for people who studied hairdressing at college. What the hell do I do with this thing? I have another two lying around it somewhere. I think one of them's hidden behind the telly for Frank, and now it just lives there. I sleep in this room, so I don't want to display them because they're absolutely terrifying. Maybe the college ones. This is in bad condition actually, because I got used for my course and then got shut under my bed for a couple of years. Yeah, what am I supposed to do with it? I guess if I shove it under the bed, really terrifying. Is there an appropriate way to dispose of them? Like, if I put this in the wheelie bin, will the bin men report me? Okay, so I have finished cleaning up my room, sort of. I do have things that need to be sorted out, but they've been put aside and they're just out of the way, so they are not a problem until I get around to it. I've got things in boxes up on this shelf that's over my bed. And I've got things in like the not really cupboards, mostly got drawers. And just tucked into spots that are like in between furniture where I can't really use the space anyway. But I have marked out some doggy areas I think I'm quite happy with. Yeah, so I kind of got 3 areas where the dog can sleep. He can sleep on my bed with me. It's your bed. I've got pillows. I've got my blankets just sort of been chucked on there. It's not made very neatly, to be honest. It's a double duvet on a single bed, so it's going to be a bit awkward. I just wanted a big duvet because my dog kept hogging it. And I do want to get a bigger bed, but it's like 200 quid, and I've got other things that are more pressing that cost 200 quid, so it's not top of my list of priorities. Yeah. Actually, I also use this as sort of a sofa because opposite I have the TV and that is connected to my games console. So, and that is on top of this chest of drawers, which 2 of them have clothes in, and the bottom one has all my gaming stuff. I seem to have wound up with quite a collection. That's nice. But yeah, next to the chest of drawers, and sort of in between chest of drawers and desk, which is a mess, don't look at it. I kind of marked out a space. In this kind of section here, I do have some bits storage. I've got this toy bin, And this has kind of evolved throughout the years. When I was little, it held toys. As I got older and had less toys, I used it to store handbags. And now I don't have a lot of handbags. I literally just have the same 3 that I use. And a laptop bag. So right now that is holding things that need sorting out. It's kind of a bin of disorganization, and this is really the only place it fits. So I might move that down to the garage actually, but it's quite heavy unless I empty it, so I need to get my dad to help. And I've got this blue tub that is holding spare bedding, and it's kind of overflowed all over the place because the spare bedding is not necessarily organized right now. And it's not all being used. It will be used once the dog gets here. They're stepping up. So I've just put down an old duvet cover. It's the High School Musical one I had when I was a kid. And got a pillowcase here to go into this little alcove. And in here I have actually kind of doggy-proofed the Xbox a little bit, because it has this thing which can get quite hot when you're playing, and if I've got the dog laying in this part, he could quite easily roll over onto it and get himself hurt. So I've used the box that the Xbox came in to kind of make a doggy proofing bit. But yeah, in this area, we're gonna see what he wants. I'm gonna put a crate or a bed down here, and yeah, for now I have just popped these teddies here to make it a little less dead looking. And I've got this jumper that I need to remember to take to the shelter with me to get him used to the smell of the house. I'm having an allergic reaction to that jumper, so that's why I'm taking that. Because if they lose it, no big deal. If they manage to keep it, I'm going to bring it to the house so he has something he's used to. And we have my desk here. We've got some drawers. These are just swimmings. This one's actually got my makeup in. This one has got clothes, and this has got scrap materials because I'm trying to make my own weighted blanket. And yeah, in here I have it's quite dark actually. I've just put down a pillow and an old duvet cover just to make it a bit cozier, and he can use this little hidey hole. I'm a bit concerned that it's going to be too small though, so he might not like it. If so, I'll just turn it into some storage or tuck my chair away. So just leaving it in the middle of the room. It's next to the radio, so I think that might be nice for the winter. So we are almost done with everything, getting the house ready for a new dog. We just have to bring in the dog bed and set up, and bring in the food bowls. I've already set those up. Just make sure they're in the house ready for him. And we have to have someone from the RSPCA come and check the house, just make sure it's suitable and exists and it's not a hoarding situation kind of thing. But they might not have to do that because we've already adopted a dog from the RSPCA since we've lived at this address, so they might just use that, which would be quite nice because we don't like visitors. And then it's just visiting the dog, getting to know him and bringing him home because we've chosen our dog. There'll be another video. It's more about him and meeting him and going to visit him. So yeah, just go check that out if you're interested in the actual dog. why wouldn't you be? He's adorable. Yeah, the last thing is I need to finally make a decision on the crate, because if we decide to use a crate, I need to buy one because we don't have one. And I'm leaning towards no on the crate, because the thing is, I mean, there are a lot of reasons to use a crate, but I don't feel they necessarily apply to us because we won't be in the situation where it's needed. We have alternatives that we would prefer to use. And there are some uses, well, there's one usage that sounds a bit tortury to me. Basically, the idea is that you put the dog in the crate, and they won't toilet in there because there is enough space to toilet and then have a nice comfy bed. So they will learn not to toilet in the house. I'm not 100% sure on the logic of it, but it sounds a bit tortury to me. Like, forcing them to learn to hold it will be deeply uncomfortable. I know, it just sounds mean. I don't want to do that. It's kind of playing on my mind a little bit, actually. I don't like it. The main reason to have one is that dogs can use them as a little hiding spot. Then, I'm also wondering if there are better alternatives. I made him a little area under the desk that might work. He might not want to be like hidden in something. Martha, my last dog, never did. She liked to sit on her bed. That was her safe space. Didn't need to be enclosed. Yeah, that's just the last thing I need to sort out, whether or not we're going to use a crate, and if so, we've got to go buy one. Yes, I am leaning towards no. When my mum gets home from work, I'm going to talk about that with her. I think we'll make a decision. She's done what she says. I'm stood by the fire and it feels really nice on my leg, so that's why I'm just stood up randomly. So I reached a conclusion on the crate thing. I'm not going to use a crate unless I feel that he needs one as a safe space later on. So that's one of the things that we'll see if we need it. Once he's here. We've got his bed in from the garage. We just got it airing out because it smells a bit damp. I have to freeze it. I've got the heater on, so hopefully I'll warm it up. A bit less claggy. We have a doggy seatbelt thing. That you clip onto the dog's harness to act as a seatbelt for him in the car. That makes sense. We can't find that, which is kind of because we need that for when he comes home. But yeah, my mum and dad are in the garage trying to find that. We've also got a bag of someone. Yeah, so we do have some food that was still sealed. We can't seem to find that. We might have to go and buy food. Obviously, we need food. He needs to eat. I am going to try contacting some brands and see if they can send us some samples for him to try so we can find out what he likes without having to spend a load of money on a huge bag of food only to discover he hates it. I've got this bag of food I can't use, and yeah. So you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. Actually, I'm gonna try to do some emails and like live chats on their websites. Yeah, and yeah, how that will just cut down some costs while he's trying stuff. My arm's starting to ache now from vlogging. Yeah. Oh, and we're gonna get him his harness once he's with us. We've got a harness that he can use in a pinch, but we're gonna get him one that's probably been fitted to him once he's home. I've ordered his collar and a nice, or should be a nice strong lead, because he has a bit of a pulling problem. And so yeah, I'm just waiting for those to arrive. So I'm gonna finish this one up because there's nothing else really to do on this. So it is just we've got the home visit, and then it is just going to get him and some visits, which are going to be in a different video. So I think we're kind of done in the whole getting the house ready part of this. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see the rest of the series. I'm just playing with my phone charger now. Yeah, I'm hoping to have a new episode of this uploaded every Tuesday. Please come back and watch. Yeah. Alright. Okay, bye.